Hi guys, hope you're doing well. Bless Lily here. Welcome to my channel and to this reading where we're going to be taking a look at who will you marry. We're going to be finding out when you're most likely to meet your future spouse, how you're most likely to meet your future spouse, what are they like, what do they do for a job, what sort of person they are. We're also going to be taking a look at your relationship dynamic with your future spouse and your sex life with your future spouse. Remember that this is a timeless reading. It's also a general reading, so only take what's going to resonate, leave the rest out on the table. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at today's options. Option number 1, this is your stone over here. Option number 2, this one is for you. Option number 3, and here is your spotted heart. To see which one you're mostly drawn to, don't overthink it. If you do need a bit more time to make your decision, pause the video because we're going to go ahead and get started with option number 1. Option number 1, hi, welcome to your reading, guys. If you were drawn to this heart over here, get comfy, say your name out loud or in your head as I'm shuffling the cards, and let's take a look at who you guys are going to marry. So first we're going to be taking a look at how you're most likely to meet your future spouse and when. For a lot of you, it's through work. It's the energy of getting to know your future spouse first. So the chemistry is going to be instant. However, with the Knight of Pentacles, they're showing me that the transition from colleagues or transition from friends into a relationship, into being lovers, is going to take some time. And both of you are going to really enjoy it because it does very much feel like you guys, for option number 1, you're somebody who wants to get to know a person. You're somebody who's very wise and you're no longer easily deceived. You're no longer like just falling for somebody because they look good or because they give you a lot of promises. No, not at all. At this stage in your life, option number 1, you and your future spouse, you are building foundations. So I'm seeing that there is a very good possibility of meeting one another through a place where you're going to see each other regularly. But the chemistry is quite nice. The chemistry, the getting to know one another, it's like you're savoring the whole process. Give me more details. And you're growing together over here. It's very interesting. You're growing together, you're supporting one another. For some of you, it's through choosing a different location. They're telling me that for quite a few of you, this is through going to work in a different place, in a different location. For some of you, it's coming through as a country, a different country. Meeting your future spouse is going to come as a consequence of a very important decision. A decision that you're going to plan, a decision that you're going to put a lot of thought into. Overall, there's not a lot of, just yet, anyways, there's not a lot of spontaneity that's going on over here. Here you guys are cool, calm, and collected. Yeah, you guys know what you want. You guys finding out how to get it. And you meet your future spouse through making those decisions. And the universe is going to really help you with this. The universe is going to be sending you a lot of signs and synchronicities, a lot of advice through people in 3D, through meditation, through dreams. So don't be afraid of making the wrong choice. And the advice over here, they're telling me, not that you need it, but just as a bit of a reminder to always make choices based on what's best for you. Not to make a choice to meet because you need to meet somebody, not to make a choice because you need to fulfill somebody's expectations of you, but always when you choose you, because this is kind of like the energy of your overall reading. And I know it's only been 2 cards, but they're giving me somebody who decides to live their lives for them. And this is kind of like the condition of meeting your future spouse, when you start living your life for you and nobody else. Because here, option number one, I'm seeing very strong character. I'm seeing somebody who's incredibly individual, somebody who doesn't bend and fold, yeah, but somebody who knows who they are. And once you start, and this is like the saying, this is the trick. You might have been thinking, what do I need to do to meet my future spouse? Where do I need to go? And the kind of saying, like, you don't need to put your future spouse in the equation for now, anyways. You just put yourself. You put yourself first, and then your future spouse comes in. Rather unexpectedly, I might add. Because at first I see, like, the chemistry is there, but at first you just feel very comfortable around your future spouse. And I am seeing office environment, or I'm seeing a classroom. And this is going to be happening after a significant change in your life. Look at this. Gorgeous energies to just confirm everything that I've been saying. The energy of the Two of Cups is you will feel the connection straight away. Because I feel that this is something that, it's a very spiritual connection. And you don't have to be spiritual at all for it to be a spiritual connection. What I mean is, it's the connection of souls, it's the connection of two very strong and very developed individuals, which is a fantastic energy, because then you're not tempted to go into codependent relationships. And I see that a lot of you, you're passing by your future spouse, yeah? Some of you might work as a teacher, or somebody who has to deal with a lot of information, because they're giving me information. Yeah? And they approach you. They approach you. For some of you, I'm seeing that this is on, like, at a new job place. It's going to be one of the first people that welcomes you. One of the first people that welcomes you, one of the first people that makes you feel very comfortable, makes you feel almost like at home. This person will feel like home, your future spouse. For others of you, it's the feeling where they come to where you are. Like, you get maybe moved to a particular like new location, and they come pretty much at the same time. But the energy is so gorgeous over here. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at when this could be taking place. They're giving me cold months. The swords are very much about coldness. They're not so much about emotions. So it's more November, December, January. I would say around those months. For some of you, this person could be connected to the legal system, or be a teacher or a doctor. We'll take a look in a second, but this person is very smart, and so are you. That's why, like, there's so many books, there's so many knowledge, there's a lot of knowledge over here. Yeah, again, pages are energies that start at the beginning. So they're giving me early dates. They're giving me like before the 15th, November, December, January, February. Let's take a look at months. Not months, years. Years, months. It's very interesting. They're showing me that for some of you, this new shift, this new place that you're going to go to, or it's like the universe has pushed them out of the comfort zone with the tower, with things that you or your future spouse, you have no control over. So for some of you, I'm seeing 16 months, or on the 16th. Yeah. 16 months or on the 16th, 15 month or on the 15th. And they give me an energy again of having made a decision that was based on your needs and desires after some very difficult situation that came through over here. A very difficult situation. Yeah, look at this. Maybe for some of you, you will have to leave home. Maybe for some of you, you're going to be like running away from something that's happening in your country, in your city. For some of you, it's a job, a company that goes belly up, and then you make a decision to go somewhere else. And you might be choosing between two places, two countries. It's a bittersweet energy. For some of you, it feels like you left home to find a home in the arms of your future spouse. Okay, why don't we go ahead and take a look at your future spouse in more detail, who they are as a person. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at who your person is, their archetype. Somebody who's a healer. Okay, brilliant energy. That's what I saw. That's what I thought, that there might be somebody who's it's either that they actually work in the medical field or they have a very healing energy to them. Somebody, you know, who has a very calming presence. Somebody who knows how to calm people down. Yeah, somebody who could be a massage therapist over here. Somebody who works with people's bodies. It's definitely somebody who likes to make other people feel better, and they have a lot of knowledge, passion to serve others by repairing the mind, body, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing, right? So this very much feels like somebody who's a therapist, somebody who might be a life coach, somebody who could have very strong public speaking skills, and just overall a healing, gorgeous energy. They're giving me somebody who's rather calm, and somebody who is incredibly grounded as well. Even though they might be working with people's subconscious mind, their energies, they're quite grounded. And you just feel safe next to this person. Just the energy of feeling safe. Let me see what the cards are going to say a little bit more about their job. Yeah, look at this. Helping people liberate themselves. Very ambitious. This person is incredibly ambitious, your future spouse. There's no stopping them. There's an energy of somebody who has very high vitality. And the Eight of Swords, it's like he brings in his sword, he brings in his knowledge, he brings in his healing energy to help people get out of very difficult situations over here. Again, coming through somebody who's a motivational speaker, somebody who knows how to work with people's minds, with people's fears. Maybe somebody who helps people overcome their addictions, coping mechanisms. Could literally be a doctor. For some of you, it's a plastic surgeon. Yeah, look at this. Look at all the swords. It's new beginnings. It's remaking something. It's ideas. It's, I would say it's a surgeon for a lot of you. Surgeon, a doctor, somebody who works with their hands. Look at this, the energy of hands. Somebody who liberates, somebody who helps and heals using his or her hands. Okay. Let's take a look at any physical characteristics. They might have a lot of scars. I was going to say that, you know, again, they're showing like somebody who's a surgeon or somebody who does things. But with the Ten of Swords, they might have a lot of scars. They might have a lot of, for some of you, I'm seeing somebody with freckles, a lot of birthmarks, maybe energy of maybe a tattoo where that means something very important to them. They will have a tattoo that means that has a very personal meaning, something that they might have overcome or something of a moment that changed their life. They're not going to tell you straight away with time. They're showing you when you're laying in bed, because I feel like this tattoo might be in a hidden place or a place that nobody really sees. When you're laying in bed and then they tell you the story of this tattoo, or they tell you a story of a scar. They might have some like burns as well, because I think it's something that inspired them to become who they are. For some of you, by the way, this could be a military doctor. Okay, more about their appearance. Mixed. For quite a few of you, this is a mix. Mix of nationalities, mix of races, mix of cultures. Somebody who might have, that special something about them. I wouldn't say that they look like standard beauty. No, not at all. They're very good looking, but they're also quite unique. Also quite unique. But it's some sort of mix. They might have a bit of an accent. And you're gonna find it sexy. Or it's a person, they're showing you that they lived in different countries, and it kind of like left an imprint on them. It's hard to explain, because they are not just body, they have a very strong mind, body, soul, energy thing going on about them. So the way you perceive them, it's not just going to be about their body or their looks, it's about their charisma, about their, I don't know, the way they move, the way that the energy shines through them. It's a very beautiful energy. And it's coming through as an energy of Sagittarius. Chiseled features for a lot of you. And look again how many swords there are in this reading. How many swords there are in this reading. Very piercing eyes. Overall, I would say that they have a friendly face, but when they're in a mood, oh my god, it shows that they're in a mood. So like when somebody is trying to argue with them, they have like it's their face changes. They have a lot of chiseled features. They might have a really like pointy nose, or they have really nice collarbone or cheekbones. Okay. They stand out from the crowd. Like even if they dress really plainly and they just stay quiet, energy-wise, they stand out from the crowd. And you're also going to be dealing with a very brave person, by the way. It feels like their height is above average, but I wouldn't say that they are like too tall or too short. No. I would say like this is like somebody who, they're still going to be a little bit taller than you are. And we have more swords. They take care of their body. They take care of their body for sure. So you guys are not getting somebody who's a couch potato, not at all. This particular person, your future spouse, they take care of their body. Some of them, they might do mixed martial arts. For others of you, there's literally an energy of stretching, running. They have really, like their body is really toned and very seductive, especially when they're working. I think when they're working, like the energies, like what's happening inside of them, you can see it through facial expressions. Through facial expressions. And very, very beautiful eyes. There's something about eyes that you guys are going to just find hypnotizing. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at... Shall we take a look at relationship dynamic, or Shall we take a look at the sex life first? Let's go with sex life first. This new deck I have, that's all about love and intimacy. Whoopa! And we have the Temperance again. Look at this. This is absolutely fantastic. So your sex life with your future spouse is definitely never going to be boring. It's not just going to be in the bedroom, one style, one position. No, here it's mixing and matching. Here I'm seeing you incorporate food into your foreplay. Here I'm seeing you literally mixing things up. It's not even, again, it's not just even one style or one preference or one place. You are going to be very exploring in this sexual relationship. But it's also going to be about getting to know one another. Each inch of your body is going to be loved, kissed, adored, and pleasured. You will try many different things. Food, doing it outdoors, and maybe using toys. Yeah. It feels like a cocktail, you know? They're showing me different cocktails when you're mixing things up. There's also dressing up over here, sexy lingerie that's coming through. It's like both of you will try to surprise one another. And it won't feel as a burden. It will feel like an adventure. Because you're going to be very sexually comfortable with your future spouse. And it's very important over here. And the energy of the Knight of Cups. It's going to be quite romantic as well, guys. Quite romantic. A lot of fantasies that are coming through over here, romantic fantasies. So you're going to be brave enough to voice your fantasies, yeah? That you're, I don't know, for example, a lost maiden in the forest somewhere, and then your knight in shining armor comes to rescue you, and, you know, then you get into it, and it gets all hot and heavy, hot and steamy. It's romance filled with passion, filled with exploration of one another, and it feels incredibly good. Let's take a look at one more card for you and your future spouse when it comes to your sex life. Knight of Pentacles. Another thing that they're coming through to let you know over here, and again, look at this. What is it? Is it fish? Is it food? Is it, what is it? Is it a lemon? I don't know. The horses. The horses are an indication of stamina, power, being able to go for long distances, being able to go for quite some time. So I do see that you and your future spouse, you're going to have a lot of fun in the bedroom. The Knight of Pentacles is also very much about, give me a second, because they're saying like, don't make it sound boring, don't make it sound boring. And I'm not going to try and make it sound boring, but they're like, it's basically the energy when you're willing to get to maybe go and take some sort of classes, or to maybe go and do that extra research to see like which part of the body reacts better to what touches, what's, you know what I mean? When you explore and you try things, but you might also like go and take you know, go and do some research, and go and maybe like there's some classes over there as well, you know. But this feels very good because both of you are very happy with your sex life. And with the energy of Temperance, it's not just at the beginning of your relationship, it's throughout the whole thing. Okay. Now let's take a look at the relationship dynamic between the two of you in your marriage, between you and your future spouse. The cards are saying that this is your wish come true. that for a very long time you're going to feel like you're imagining the whole thing, because even though fairy tales are fairy tales, they're saying this is as close to a fairy tale that you're going to get. And I see that a lot of you might have already been very disappointed by people, by relationships, but here it feels like you're pinching yourself sometimes. You're like, am I awake? Am I dreaming? Am I like, is this really happening? Because Nine of Cups is dreams coming true. It's not where you have to sacrifice anything or you have to like make a trade with yourself. They're saying no. Here you're actually having the man or the woman that you dreamed about, that you wanted, that you waited for so long. And it starts creating, it's sort of like a ripple effect where it starts creating different changes in your life, in your career, in your inspiration, where you discover your talents. You and your future spouse are both very supportive for one another. You're each other's friends and you're each other's like cheerleaders. Again, they're showing me that the sexual energy is going to be very important. The man is going to be more of a moving energy in this relationship, or the masculine is going to be more of a moving energy in this relationship, more of an extrovert, right? More of somebody who might be more active. They might be like saying, shall we do this? Shall we do that? It doesn't mean that you guys are passive, but it just means that they have more of that energy and you are more on the receiving end and more like, yeah, let's do this. Yeah, I like that. But yeah, it's all in a balance. It's all in a balance. Okay. You guys are going to live a very wealthy life as well. Look at this. 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles over here. 9 of Pentacles is the energy of being self-sufficient as individuals. But when you bring two self-sufficient individuals together, that's when the magic starts happening. Because over here, they're showing me that you're going to be living a very wealthy lifestyle. So when you want to go to a nice restaurant, you go to a nice restaurant. When you want to go on a holiday, you go on a holiday. When you want to build a nice house, you build a nice house. Overall, there's an energy of abundance. You're also going to be surrounded by people who are very interesting, who are very well educated, who have access to a lot of resources as well. I do see you going on outings a lot, but you still keep your intimacy. It's very interesting. By the way, your future spouse is going to be very good looking. There are people who are going to like stare at them. Stare at them. And that's you as well. The energy of the star. It's something that's meant to be. This is turning out to be such a vanilla reading. But it is what it is. Because here they're giving me the energy of the star, and the energy of the star is you'll never walk alone under the stars. And this is what it feels like. Where you never are alone anymore. You never are lonely anymore. Maybe not that when you're never alone. Of course, there are going to be moments when you're going to be alone, but you're never lonely anymore. And it feels very fated. It feels like something that was like a present from the universe. There's an energy of honesty. It's coming through over here. It's almost like the policeman. And again, the energy of romance, dreams. It's a very dreamy relationship. Let me put it that way. For now, it's just the two of you. You might get a little fluffy dog. I don't know if you want children or not. Here, they're not showing me children just yet, at least in the first couple of years of your relationship. The children might come later, but to be honest with you, I'm just seeing you. Look at this, putting the past in the past. There's going to be some sort of an ex coming back over here. Look at this. Something that you thought you put to rest, they're coming back because they've seen how you've changed. They've seen how you grow. But your future spouse, trust me, they're not going to let that happen. They're going to fight for you. They're going to fight for you. But it's a very fair relationship, very honest. And it's very balanced as well. You go on a lot of trips. On a lot of trips, there's an energy of having won, having overcome a lot of things. Six of Wands is the energy of victory. And here, I think like your future spouse is actually going to, yeah, they're actually going to be quite jealous. And they're saying like, they will tell you to put all of that stuff behind. That stuff from the past, put it behind. Because one thing about your future spouse, option number one, is they're not going to allow anybody to make fool of him or herself. Let me see if there's any channeled message from your future spouse. Anything that they want you to know at this particular moment. They're saying that in order for you to achieve your dreams, the universe is making things uncomfortable for you. It's not that you're being punished. It's not that you've done anything wrong, but it's like a road to your like wish fulfillment. And again, I have another Nine of Cups. They're coming through and they're saying that your wishes will come true. But the universe is making things uncomfortable for you so that you move, so that you put yourself first, so that you heal all of that stuff that needs to heal. They're saying don't get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You deserve to be comfortable. You deserve to be loved. And here again, they're saying like all of the times that you cried, all of the times that you felt bad, all of the times, they're saying that it's going to be in the past with the energy of the Nine of Cups. Saying soon you're going to be able to lean back and you're not even going to remember those hard times. He's saying, I will make sure of that. Saying stay focused on you. Stay focused on what works for you. And keep saying, remember the power that you have within you. I'm saying, I'll find you. Wherever you are, we will meet. I will find you. Saying something is gaining momentum. You might be going through a rebirth over here. Something is gaining momentum. He's like, I can't wait to have you in my arms. Okay, lovely. Option number one. That's what I have for you. Claim the magic of this reading down in the comments below. If you're up for a personal read about your future spouse, make sure to send me an email. It's also in the description box below this video. Patreon is at your service with over 80 exclusive videos, over 90 now even, to help you rediscover yourself. So make sure to check it out. All right, my darlings, take care now. Bye. Option number two, and welcome to your reading, guys. If you were drawn to this stone over here, get comfy. Let's go ahead and get started. Say your name out loud or in your head as I'm shuffling the cards. Helps you connect to the energies of the reading. And let's get started by taking a look at how and when you're most likely to meet your future spouse. What are the energies surrounding your meeting? Very interesting. Your future spouse comes into your life suddenly, unexpectedly. It almost feels like a flash. Yeah, the Knight of Wands. This has an energy of you either doing something spontaneous or being away from the routine. It could be that you're in a different place, but here you're feeling like you're going to feel your future spouse coming in. Even though it's going to happen unexpectedly, there's a part of you that will know. You will have this feeling like something is about to happen. Something good is about to happen. Something life-changing is about to happen. your heart will feel like something is on its way. And it's your future spouse. Because the Knight of Wands is all about spontaneity. So it feels like here you're in a state of mind where you're kind of challenging yourself a little bit, but in a good way, because this feels like an adventure. You've been hiding it. You know, when you have hidden yourself energetically away from the world and you're resurfacing over here. Like you literally got out of you get out of you. I don't know, I just want to call it a dungeon for whatever reason. So maybe you've just literally withdrew from the world for a very long time because you were studying, because you were like you stole yourself from the world. You stole your beautiful energy from the world. So it's either that you've been studying, or you've been working on yourself, or you've been doing your therapy, your healing, and then you feel very empowered. And this energy of the Emperor, it's when you take charge, is when you take control. Because here these energies are very determined. The meeting is going to be incredibly synchronistic. Because once you get to know one another with your future spouse, and you're going to be talking about the way that you met, you're going to see so many synchronicities in both your and your future spouse's story before you met, and when you met, and how you met. Show me more. It's part of self-discovery, part of calling, part of... Give me a second. They're showing me it's a healing journey. And you might be introduced. They're showing me the Star and the Emperor. Like these two energies come together over here. You're going to be introduced to your future spouse by somebody. Through somebody. It could be an event where you go because of family, or it's this energy of trying to find your calling, trying to find where you belong. It has a lot to do with healing yourself, healing your ancestral lineage, healing the things that you thought were part of your journey, but really weren't. So to be quite honest with you, it's like two scenarios. And two scenarios because there's quite a lot of you watching. So one scenario, very clearly, they're showing me you being at an event that has something to do with your family, maybe being introduced by family members or family friends over here. Because this person comes in unexpectedly, and again, talking about synchronicities, you or your future spouse, you might have been like, I don't want to go. Like, you're going to be telling each other, I really thought I wouldn't go, but it was like a last moment decision. It's something that you don't see coming. It could even be relatives calling you up and saying, listen, I haven't seen you in like forever and a day. Pack your bags. Don't care what you're doing. Get your beautiful behind here, right? And you'll be like, oh, I don't know. Should I, shouldn't I? And then you decide. You decide to go, and it's going to completely change your life over here. That decision to go. And the second scenario is very similar, but you go to a particular place to heal something that has to do with your childhood, with like certain ancestral wounds. And again, you're introduced to this person there as well. And your future spouse directly, straight away, they see your potential, they see who you are, and vice versa. This is such a gorgeous energy because it happens really synchronistically, it happens unexpectedly, and the warmth you feel for one another, guys, I'm not going to lie, there's going to be instant connection based on how attractive you find one another. Because you're going to be in a mode, in a zone, because it's either that you're going to be doing something that's unlike you, or you're going to be doing something that's challenging you, but you're going to be in a very authentic energy. And this authentic energy is going to leave you very open to new experiences. And that's when your future spouse comes in. And I'm seeing a lot of healing drinks over here, healing energies. And if you guys believe in past lives and past incarnations, you and your future spouse, you have already been together in very many lives. Because I'm seeing recognition on a soul level. Recognition on a soul level. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at when this could take place. They're giving me the energy of spring, summer. The Fool is the beginning of something, but it's the beginning in this particular case where we're talking about like things sprouting, blooming, yeah? Just the overall energy of your reading so far, it's like a new start, a new beginning, a new energy. And they keep giving me references to past lives. So maybe you're somebody who's very much into past life, just the subject of past lives. And they're giving me spring, summer, when things are starting to sprout, when things are starting to, like, there's a new cycle being created. And they're giving me a place where there's greenery, there might be flowers. It's the energy of freshness. It's the energy when the sun is not too hot, but it warms your skin beautifully. So I would say April, May, June. April, May, June. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, I would associate it with maybe July as well, with the energies of Cancer over here. Your future spouse could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And look again, you're being introduced by a friend. You're being introduced by somebody at some sort of, it could be a retreat as well. But you're very happy over here. So for some of you, they're giving me 2023, where you meet your future spouse. For others of you, and this is a timeless reading, they're giving me 33 for some reason. So it could be 33 weeks. Oh gosh, look at this. They just keep saying like love will find you when you are when you don't expect it, but you feel it. And it's gonna set you free. Look at this. An energy of liberation. It's part of your healing. Like falling in love is part of your healing. So it could be that some of you watching over here, you had a very, very painful idea of what love is. You might have associated with pain and disappointment, and you've given up on it altogether. That's why you withdrew to work, and that's why you withdrew to study, to like just sit in your dungeon over here. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at your future spouse then, who they are in a little bit more detail. Who is this person? I don't know what it is, but it's like the cars are passing and they just have to do the whole beep beep thing next to my window. Ridiculous. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at who your future spouse is and their personality. Okay. Okay, I see. So it could quite possibly be that if you resonated with the retreat part, it could be somebody who is guiding that retreat. It could be somebody who oversees this retreat. It could be somebody who's imparting knowledge. Because here I'm saying somebody who is a guide, represents nature of the divine life in life and in yourself. So this is somebody who's quite wise, guys. This is somebody who definitely believes in reincarnations, definitely knows that there's more than what we can perceive with our senses. Definitely somebody who, it's kind of like the hermit energy, could be Virgo. They give me a lot of blues, as in they either like blue or they prefer night to day. There's this energy of night because owls, they see better at night. They have this really good night vision. They hunt at night. They might have a B or G in their name. But somebody who's incredibly smart, cool, calm, collected. Let's see what they could be doing for a job with this archetype. Somebody who sets people free, death, transformation. Oof, okay, guys, definitely dealing with somebody who is incredibly powerful. Somebody who guides people, out of their issues, problems. And it doesn't necessarily have to be spiritual. It could be somebody who is acting as an advisor, yeah? So they could be a financial advisor, they could be a legal advisor, but it's somebody who has a lot of power. That over here feels very powerful. They usually wear a suit, they're telling me. Suit or some sort of, I don't know, it's not, I wouldn't call it a uniform, but I would say it's like a specific type of clothing. With the energy of the world, it's somebody who might have to travel a lot, or they work over the internet most of the time and they could travel. So it could be somebody who works for themselves, who's a freelancer. Might have their own business as well. Oh my gosh, incredibly powerful. Yeah, they're telling me this could be like somebody who's a guide, a consultant in a lot of things. In a lot of things, because the Wheel of Fortune, it has a lot of aspects to it. So it could be a consultant, yeah, in quite a few things, or they might own a company that has something to do with consultation. Okay. Let's see if we can pick up any traits when it comes to what they look like. There's a lot of you guys watching. I'm not going to go too much into detail, but look at this. It's almost like your future spouse is coming through and they're saying they'll like it. Trust me, they'll like it. Like they have no question that, you know, you're going to find them attractive, because they're just going to be your type. Whatever your type is, Nine of Cups is as close as you can get to it. Whatever you've been manifesting, whoever you've been manifesting, even if you've been looking at somebody on the internet and you're like, oh my God, he's so good looking, she's so gorgeous, they're going to look very similarly to that person that you're manifesting. It's going to be almost uncanny. You'll be like, oh my God, how is this possible? How is this possible? Exactly your type. And there's a lot of you guys watching, so I'm not going to go too much into it, but let me see if I can pick up any traits over here. It's more about energy. I don't know, they're telling me it's more about the energy of the, look at this, Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups. You're just going to know, and this person will feel familiar. This person will feel very familiar at a soul level. But usually the Kings of Pentacles, there's somebody with darker features. Yeah, so dark eyes and dark hair. But they don't have to be, again. But there's presence to them. So I wouldn't say that they're skinny. No, they're more like, there's muscle, there's, if we're talking about women, they have like, they have really nice curves. Yeah, look at this, the Knight of Wands. The chemistry is going to be off the charts between you and your future spouse. They keep repeating, just your type, just your type, just your type. And they're very charming and very charismatic. There's something about the voice. The voice, oh my God, it's like deep, velvety voice. And you're listening to them and you're like, oh my God. I'm about to have like a sensory orgasm because of the way that this person talks. Okay. Nah, they're not showing too much. Like I wouldn't say that they're shy, but they don't like to focus too much on the way that they look. They're just saying like, just my type, just my type. Sexual chemistry is very strong. Instant attraction, instant. Okay. I want to ask whether they're going to be younger or older than you are. Don't tell option number one. I haven't asked that question for them, but for you, I don't know, maybe age is important. Maximum 2 years age difference. Maximum 2 years age difference. For some of you, 2 months, and Gemini energy is coming through very strongly. So either you or they could be Gemini. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look now at the saucy stuff with your sex life with your future spouse. And then we'll take a look at the relationship, overall relationship dynamic between you and your future spouse. Let's take a look at your sex life. They're showing me that your sex life is actually going to be very healing when it comes to your self-esteem issues. Before, they're showing me it's either you had no or little experience, or the experience was rather unpleasant. Yeah, rather unpleasant. It's either being cheated on, it's either feeling that your body wasn't good enough or questioning yourself. And here it's healing with the energy of the world. Very healing. You get a lot of like acceptance of the body, of yourself. It's the energy of your body being almost worshipped. Of course, the world is also an indication of trying it almost anywhere. Okay, it's being that sexually confident, sexually open, that you're ready to experiment. But the world is, they're showing me and they're saying that you're gonna end up having a lot of passionate sex in different places, because the world came out twice. So you might end up traveling with your future spouse, and it might be even like a fun game that you're going to play. You'll be like marking off the places where where you've done it, like on a map or something, because it feels really exotic. It feels very interesting. I am seeing somebody like having sex on the beach over here, or maybe having sex with the nature. There's a very connection to the nature. It's coming through over here. But overall, they're showing me you rebuilding your confidence through the sex life with your future spouse. Seven of Wands. And again, look at this. They're outdoors over here. Yeah. It's very sensual. It's very respectable. It's very romantic. But at the same time, there's like a wild side to it. The energy of the Hermit. They're saying that you're going to catch up on the things that you might have missed when you were kind of hearing other people's stories about their sex life or their adventures. And you, again, I think you guys have been in the hermit mode for a very long time. And you might still be in the hermit mode at this particular moment. But for sure, there's definitely an energy of catching up on a lot of things. And it's a deep connection, you know, it's mind, body, and soul. And that's what's going to make it so much fun. And that's what's going to make it so juicy, the Empress. Oh my God, I love it. Guys, you are going to be like, you're going to have a partner. Your future spouse is going to make sure that you're satisfied. For them, it's going to be like the main point. You know that cheesy saying, the gentleman's rule is that lady always comes first? That's kind of their motto over here. Because you might have been dealing again with people who were only worried about their satisfaction. And here with the Empress, my gosh, it's gorgeous. I am seeing you you being treated. There's baths with candles and rose petals. You know, it's very classy. It's very, very classy, very respectful. And you feel like the Empress. And look at the high heel boots over here. Might be some dressing up going on over here, guys. Option number 2. But overall, the feeling is just, it's gorgeous, because I'm seeing like how they would slowly take off your gorgeous dress, how they would kiss every inch of your body, of your beautiful body, they want me to add. And it's very balanced. It's never forced. It's never used as like, sex is never used as like a way to manipulate one another. No, it's very balanced. The Tower, okay. The Tower and the Hangman. Yeah, they're giving me energy of fantasies over here. The energies of making a lot of fantasies come true. But you being very open to those fantasies. Okay. Some of you guys are very kinky. You don't even know it just yet. Your future spouse is going to bring it out in you. Let's go ahead and take a look at your relationship dynamic. Your overall relationship dynamic with your future spouse, option number 2. Big, steady, gorgeous, happy family. Whether you choose to have 3 cats, 3 dogs, 3 children, you're going to be happy. There's an energy of harmony over here. Your future spouse is going to give you a lot of compliments. There's something about them being able to express themselves very well, where you constantly feel desired, respected, and loved. Because to be honest with you, option number 2, I feel like you have major self-esteem issues because of past relationships, because of some shitty things that people said to you in the past. Always choosing you. The 5 of Wands, there's an energy of always choosing you, making you feel like you're the priority, making you feel like you're number 1. And you are going to have a lot of fun. I don't know if your future spouse, they might even be, I don't know, somebody who has something to do with music. I don't know why it didn't come through earlier, or they just might play a musical instrument, or they have a very strong connection to just liking good music. They might invest in like really good audio system, or there might be somebody who composes things or likes. There's something about music that's coming through very strongly over here. Dancing, music. I see you, because I see you dancing a lot. And maybe going to concerts, maybe going to certain festivals. 2 of Cups is the energy of harmony. 2 of Cups is when you're happy. 2 of Cups is when you're feeling fulfilled. And you definitely feel like the wife over here. You definitely feel like number 1. You definitely feel like you were chosen not because of anything other than love and admiration. And it's a lot of romance that's coming through over here, lots of feelings. So this is a very touchy-feely, emotionally involved relationship. And you go on a lot of dates. You keep the romance alive. There's like date nights over here that are coming through, romance surprises. Strong connection to art is coming through as well. Being introduced like this, your future spouse, they're going to want to introduce you to everybody. They're going to be really proud of you. They might have a brother, a twin brother, or you might have a twin brother or twin sister. Look at 3 twos coming through. They're saying you might have 2 children over here, 2 boys. For some of you it's 2 boys, for others of you it's a boy and a girl. And again, a lot of surprises. Communication is going to be quite good. Not going to lie, there are going to be some heated arguments over here, but you tend to resolve them. You will resolve them for sure. So I don't say anything major, but with the energy of strength, you will realize that you can't force anything. And I think you're going to learn how to release control in your relationship dynamic with your future spouse. Learning how to trust again. Revealing your pink underbelly over here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the channeled message that your future spouse has for you. Last but definitely not least, let's see what your future spouse wants you to know at this particular moment. Don't stay indoors, baby. This is what I keep hearing. 4 of Pentacles, they're like, don't stay indoors. Like you're perfecting your craft. You're doing, don't stay indoors. They're saying your fortress has become your prison. The world is not as scary as you think it is. Not everybody is coming in towards you with malicious intent. This is what they keep saying. They're saying as long as you keep thinking that people come to cause you harm, you're not going to ever let anybody come next to you. Come next to you. The Queen of Cups, they're showing you the energy of nurturing, the energy of needing to take better care of yourself. Saying, until I'm there to take better care of you, you have to take better care of yourself right now. They're saying kindness is not a weakness. But it's just that not everybody understands it. Love is on the way. Saying love is on the way, don't be afraid to love again. Don't be afraid to love again. You will be a wife, you will be a husband, you will be happy. For some of you, you really do want children. Saying you don't have to choose either one or another, you can have both. Be patient with yourself. And allow your energy of sensual energy, sexual energy, allow it to shine through. Not everything that you were given is a gift. Not everything that you were taught is the truth. Gosh, your future spouse really is a guide. Option number 2. I will love you forever and ever. I will love you forever and ever. It's almost like they're reassuring you that love does exist. Love will come into your life. So make sure you claim the magic of this reading in the comments down below. Lovely option number 2. Hope you enjoyed it and it resonated. Like, share, subscribe, you know the drill. Personal readings are available. You can email me. The email's in the description box below. Also, take a look at my Patreon page for over 90 exclusive videos on how to help you rediscover your beautiful selves. Take care now, darlings. Bye. Option number 3. And welcome to your reading, guys. If you're drawn to this heart over here, get comfy, and as I'm shuffling the cards, say your name out loud or in your head. Helps you connect to the energies of the reading. And let's begin by taking a look at how and when you're most likely to meet your future spouse. Okay, powerful magician is coming through. So they're telling me that this is somebody that you are manifesting. This is somebody who's going to completely change your perspective about love life, about marriage, about relationships, about yourself. This person comes through with a very powerful energy. And the magician, they have this feeling where they appear as if out of nowhere. So this is definitely going to be somebody new. Because I feel for some of you, you might be asking whether you have already met your future spouse, yeah, whether the person that you're talking about, talking to at this particular moment is your future spouse. This feels very new. And this feels very divinely guided. This feels very divinely orchestrated. So it's something that's meant to happen. Look at this. The magic of love. Your spiritual team is very strong, and they are guiding you towards this. They have been building you up. They have been guiding you towards the necessary healing that needs to take place, because your future spouse comes in option number 3, and they just change your world. This relationship changes your world. It's that profound. It's that ground shaking and breaking that it's completely different. For a lot of you, I'm seeing that this person is going to be from a completely different location, because 2 energies that are coming through over here, they're quite different. So I am starting to get something along the lines of meeting them while traveling, meeting them while being in a place that's unknown. New connections with the 3 of Cups. Yeah, look at this, leaving. Leaving a place that felt very familiar and going somewhere completely different. So it's traveling, relocation. It doesn't have to be international travel, because for some of you, what I see, they're showing me a building, and it's a different building from where you are right now. And this is a building that you're going to live in. A block of flats, a building, a new neighborhood, a new city, a new country. So you're saying goodbye to like your old place, your old room. You're saying goodbye. And it's a bit of a bittersweet energy. And you're moving. So it's during a time when there's going to be a change in where you live. An actual physical location. Because I'm seeing you creating new friends. With the magician, he has the energy to bring in so many beautiful energies into your life. And your future spouse will be part of your soul tribe, but there's also other people that are coming through. Something that you have been planning, you've been waiting for, an opportunity to move abroad, an opportunity to sell a house and move into a new house. Especially for those of you who've been like, why is my house not selling? It's because the universe is orchestrating this whole meeting, so that at the exact right time, at the exact right place, you meet the person who's going to be the most important romantic relationship in your life. Yeah, look at this. A new beginning. A new beginning. So it's the energy of transition, an energy of travel, an energy of being in a place that's unfamiliar. Look at this. It's giving me a hot place, a place where it gets really hot in the summer. And where people are really attractive. Where people are really attractive. I don't know why I just literally heard maybe Dubai or Turkey for some of you, yeah, or one of the US states where it gets really hot in the summer. And then you're finally feeling at peace. Like you manifested this person, you manifested this new place, and there you're finally at peace. Because they're showing me, look at this beautiful place. Yeah, really nice curtains, really nice carpets, really nice, like, even like they're showing me, look at you resting after like a long day of moving, of decorating. And you get very excited. So if you guys are planning a move, there's an energy where your spiritual team is coming through to let you know that this is the right thing for you. This is the right move for you. And you will get more energetic. You will be more inspired to do things. And your future spouse is there. So I feel like this is you meeting your future spouse, maybe in the new block of flats, or getting to know other people, because they keep showing me a place that is new, meeting new friends, meeting new people, and amongst them is going to be your future spouse over here. It's going to be such a feeling of liberation. And again, the star talks about feeling hopeful again. And it feels like a miracle. It feels like a miracle that just materializes out of nowhere. Gorgeous. And again, they're talking about movement. Look at this. Movement. The Eight of Wands moving forwards. There's so much magic in this move, because it affects all aspects of your life. It even makes you feel better physically, emotionally. So if you guys, like they're showing me, like you might have experienced, or you might be experiencing right now, a very toxic, like toxic people that are surrounding you. Maybe being in a bad area, or being in an area that you know you just don't want to associate with. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the time. Oh, okay. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, do tell us about the time. Knight of Swords. It's saying don't hide, don't hide, don't hide. You might be moving because of your family over here. Yeah? Because of your family. You might be moving away from a place you called home for a very long time. But what I'm seeing over here, guys, is the energies of October, September, October, July came through over here. I would say 10th, 9th. Yeah, look at this 10th, 9th. You're actually quite close to meeting your future spouse. 10, 9 months, October, September. For some of you, it's 16 months. And this is a timeless reading, yeah? This is from the moment when you're watching this reading. Something happens that is liberating, incredibly liberating over here. A blessing in disguise, they tell me. For some of you, you will feel like you're forced to move. You will meet, look at this, you're meeting your King of Pentacles, Two of Swords. You might even end up choosing between two people because it looks like your future spouse, they might have a friend, they might have a brother, and they might be interested in you as well. That's what's coming through. You have to make a decision. But you make the right decision over here. The energy of strength. The place that you're going to end up, by the way, is a place of power. It's a place of power for you for sure. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at your future spouse. Who they are, what they do, maybe any physical traits that are going to be coming through in this reading. So let's take a look at the archetype first, who they are as a person, their psychological portrait, if you will. Oh, bless. A very gorgeous. Somebody who's very drawn to children. Somebody who's very good with children. They themselves have had a very difficult childhood. Over here, they're very compassionate. Somebody who's incredibly forgiving. Incredibly forgiving, and they have this alchemical energy to them. I think this is what the magician came through. They help people see the wisdom behind what happened. And they themselves learn to see the wisdom behind all of the things that have happened to them. Energy of student, yeah, it's the energy of somebody who doesn't get too cocky. They always know that there's always something to learn. I would say that they are confident, but never cocky. Never cocky. They're like this quiet, badass type. Humility, devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. They could be somebody who has something to do with teaching, has something to do with university. But overall, this is just somebody who is very curious. Curious about how things work, curious about different cultures, curious about loads of things, you know? They're very easy to get along with, they're very easy to talk to, and they don't ever make you feel like you're silly for not knowing anything or for not knowing something. Yeah, and they are very open to new experiences. Beautiful smile, but let's talk about their physical appearance in more detail, see what comes through. But here they're giving me an energy of a smile, you know, a face that just makes you feel comfortable and welcome. Very accommodating. Whoop. I would say you might be dealing with somebody who's quite tall, with the energy of the tower, the energy of the hangman, somebody who's quite tall, very flexible, maybe more on the skinnier side over here. They might wear glasses, and let me see, are they going to be younger or older than you are? They might be older, but they look younger. They might be older, but they look younger. Okay, let's see what else can come through when it comes to the way that they look. I'm not going to go too deep into details, guys, because there's loads of you watching. But they're actually showing me maybe somebody with their hair that's colored. They might have highlights, or they might have blonde hair, actually. Dark blonde, or they're like bleached, like for some of you I'm seeing salt and pepper hair. Yeah, with a bit of gray, like dark hair with a bit of gray. Yeah, they tend to change their appearance. They experiment with their appearance. But very good looking. Even for men, I'm seeing longer hair over here. Longer hair. But they're very popular. Let me say this, they're very popular. And I would say that they're quite tall. Yeah, and they keep showing me like somebody who's quite tall. Again, look at this. Look at this guy with long hair making an appearance over here with the Five of Swords. Very gentlemanly or like ladylike. It feels like they make an effort when they dress themselves. It's not just jeans and t-shirt, but they actually make an effort. So they might be into suits, they might actually be wearing hats, they might like hats, or something that covers their head, and they might be wearing contacts as well over here. But incredibly charming, attractive, and quite mysterious as well. I don't know, there's an energy of them being a little mysterious. Okay. Show me what they might be doing for a job. Actually, let me take these in case they wanna use these cards as well to let you know what your future spouse does for a job. What do they do for a job? Yeah, definitely working with children over here. The energy of the sun, maybe working outdoors for some time, working with children. Working with children, but at the same time, there's a very strong energy of protecting them. So it could be a family lawyer, it could be somebody who teaches law to children or to students. Because with the energy of the students, all doctors, all lawyers, like they have to keep constantly learning new things with all the updates and everything coming up all the time. They have to constantly learn and acquire new information, and this is what it feels like, that they're dealing with children, but they're also dealing with law, they're dealing with documents over here. The energy of High Priestess, it could also have something to do with creative arts. No, but mostly they're showing me the energy of the law. The energy of the law. Maybe some sort of counselor, advisor over here. A very wise person. Very wise person. With the energy of the Hermit. Okay. Let's see what else we can find out about your future spouse, and then we'll take a look at the saucy part. We'll take a look at your sex life with your future spouse, and then we'll take a look at the relationship dynamic with your future spouse, and channeled messages right at the end of the reading. All right, for now, let's go ahead and take a look if there's anything else you need to know about your future spouse. Oh, they left home as well. Okay. Interesting. They left home as well. They left a particular place to pursue their dreams, to pursue their desires. And again, they're showing me the energy of the student. The energy of the student. They challenge fears, they challenge misconceptions. There's somebody who likes facts. They don't like to imagine things, they lack facts. They're not tempted by looks, they're tempted by energy. They are attracted to energy, they're attracted to people's personalities. Again, they're quite popular, so I think there are quite a few people that that want to get his or her attention. But with the energy of the Six of Pentacles, they're quite generous as well. This is also somebody who likes to give presents to people. They take special pride and special joy in choosing the present. They like do it with the heart and soul, you know? They don't just buy something for the sake of buying something, but they do it so that the person can really be happy and the person feels really special and the person knows that, you know, they've been thought of. Okay. Oh, another thing that's coming through over here, they just like mentioned it. They're saying they have very beautiful eyes, and it's quite possible that their eyes are going to be a very rare color. Could be contacts as well, of course, but they're giving me an energy of a rare color. Alrighty then, let's go ahead and get started with the sexy part of the reading. Let's find out what your sex life is going to be with your future spouse, and then we'll take the overall relationship dynamic. Incredibly passionate, Seven of Wands, passionate. Oh God, Knife of Pentacles. Look at this. Very sensual. There's an energy of passionate, sensual. So there's this energy of incorporating things into your foreplay. I'm hearing a lot of music that's coming through over here. So the energy of music, the energy of, I don't know, creating a special atmosphere. Like taking their time with you. So it's not just like 2 minutes and then they're like, bye, see you. No, it's taking their time. It's getting to know your body. It's talking. It could be dirty talk over here. Yeah, if you guys are into things like submission and things like this, submission, domination, or thing, I don't know. Whatever floats your boat. Here they're showing me that you're going to be able to incorporate any fantasy that you might have had for a very long time into your sex life. But your future spouse, they're going to have a very high sex drive, very high sex drive. Also sexting, I'm seeing over here. Sexting, you know, the whole thing of waiting, where like when you get home, this is what I'm going to do to you. And I think it's quite interesting because for some of you, what I'm seeing is that in your everyday life, your future spouse might be the boss or might be the bossy one. And in the bedroom, it's like the energy shifts, the dynamic shifts. And you feel the power that you have over them. And it turns you on. Because it's not overpowering him, but it's feeling the power that you hold over him with your sexiness. Right, what's going on over here? Eight of Swords. Your future spouse, I don't know what it is. They're telling me that they're going to liberate you sexually. It's an energy of you being more open with what you want, maybe with, again, this dirty talk. I don't know, there's a lot of talking that's going on over here. And here's your magician again. They're like, I'm magic, not only outside of the bedroom, but in the bedroom as well. And look at how sexy. Look at how stimulating. I don't know. It's the energy that there's a lot of heat that's coming through over here. A lot of heat. This person is going to be irresistible and you will find them irresistible. They will find you irresistible. There's a lot of sex that's going to be happening in your relationship. You will find each other desirable at any age and at any stage in your relationship. And you will be also, if you are into tantric sex, you'll be practicing tantric sex. If you are in like somebody who does sensual sexual magic, that's coming through as well. Not going to resonate with a lot of people, but whoever needed to hear it, you guys heard it here first. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at your relationship dynamic overall with your future spouse. Beautiful. It's like you're bringing two different cultures together, you're bringing two different energies together, and they mix perfectly. It's such a beautiful union because you each bring something to the table, something exciting, something incredibly valuable, and you don't try to compete with one another. You literally complement each other beautifully. I see that there's like, you find your own flow. You find your own flow. You find what really works for you. There are going to be some people that are going to try and influence your relationship, but I'm seeing that you're being very strong over here. Talking about being strong and the energy of strength coming through. Okay, guys, I'm going to tell you this. During your relationship, somebody will try and steal you. Somebody will try and steal you. Like you will have an admirer who will just go crazy about you. They're going to like text you, they're going to write to you. It could be a colleague, but they will fall in love with you. Like I don't know, it's almost to the point of literally craziness, obsession. And they will try to steal you away. Unsuccessfully, but yeah, like you keep your boundaries very strongly. And the same goes for your future spouse. There are going to be people who are very much interested in him. I'm not seeing any crazy stalkers, but they keep it very cool. Like they keep their distance. With you, it's like this fire, this passion, this special bond that you have. With other people, you keep your distance. Your future spouse might have to travel for work. Wherever they go, they take your picture with them. They have your love in their heart. They have your picture in on their phone, in their wallet, and wherever they go, they feel that closeness to you. And they miss you a lot. Whenever you feel like you have to go, they miss you a lot. And you tend to have a lot of fun with one another. There's an energy of having fun, an energy, coming back to the soul tribe. Your relationship dynamic, you guys are going to have a couple of close friends and it will form like this really good tribe. So like there's couples visiting couples that is coming through over here. A very supportive environment overall. Look at this. Look at this. As your confirmation with the energy of the Six of Cups. And another important thing is where you feel your future spouse is your friend. Your friend, your teammate. And there's nothing that you can't do together. And you have a lot of fun. Traveling together, look at this. And you're going to share so many beautiful, intimate moments. You're going to be telling those stories to your grandchildren of how you met, of how you spent time together. Like yours is going to be a love story that's worth telling. The Emperor brings the energy of stability. Stability, and in this relationship, you're feeling very safe, you're feeling very secure. And here we go, back to the bedroom again. Okay, look at this. Look at this. Tying each other up and other interesting stuff going on in your bedroom. But the fact that, the things that go on in your bedroom They stay in the bedroom. Nobody knows about them but you two. And that creates an even more intimate bond. Okay, let's see what your future spouse has to say to you with a channeled message. Option number 3, what does your future spouse want you to know at this time? Release control. Release control. It's okay not to know. Release control. It's okay not to know. There's something beautiful waiting for you. Your life is just beginning. Your life is just beginning. Follow the wisdom of your heart. The change is near. I am near. With me, you're going to be able to relax. With me, you're going to be able to see things in a different light. Don't let anybody ever tell you that you're not special. You're the most special person that I've ever met. They're very romantic because here they're saying like, my love for you, it has no boundary. No distance that I can't overcome. No issue that I can't fix. I'll keep you safe in these arms of mine. You can always count on me. I'm your friend, your lover, your husband. Break free. Break free from the past. For there's a much, much brighter future ahead. Filled with love, joy, and abundance. The family you never had, you will create with me. Okay, option number 3. Make sure to claim the magic of this reading down in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, you know the drill. Personal readings are available. Make sure to email me if you're interested. The email's in the description box below, together with a link to my Patreon page with over 90 exclusive videos to help you rediscover yourselves. And there are also a couple over there when it comes to your future spouse. And make sure to take good care of your amazing selves now. Bye.